We are to the universe only as much as we give back. This has not only been a powerful thought, but also something that is practiced for years and years together by the Giving Back Foundation. The Giving Back Foundation is geared towards elevating illness, poverty, and suffering, while also addressing education issues which affect the women and children around the world. Today, on the podcast session of Women Icons of India, we have the founder and the CEO of the Giving Back Foundation, Meera Gandhi. Meera Gandhi devotes her life to charity and in helping people, those who are in need. She has supported various charities with strong leadership programs and workshops and believes that education is the stepping stone towards success. With her new book launched and her podcast launching soon, join me to welcome Meera Gandhi. Hello, Meera, and a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining the podcast for Women Icons of India, and we are truly honored to have you here.
Thank you very much, Rupali, and equally, the privilege is mine, and I'm delighted to be on this podcast.
You are the founder and CEO of the Giving Back Foundation. To see the amount of contribution you as your foundation has done to the society, recipient of so many humanitarian awards. What has been your inspiration behind the Giving Back Foundation?
Well, I think the Giving Back Foundation was formed not so much from a space of inspiration, but from a space of distress. Because I lived a very full life in New York City, and I had started aligning myself with the New York City Ballet, with Asia Society, with several charitable organizations. In 2008, we moved to Hong Kong. And that's when I began to feel that my whole world was upside down. My children had sort of started to leave home. One was in Wales, one was in boarding school in London, and the third was at Georgetown in Washington, D.C. So by the end of 2009, I would say that I was, the expression is lonely at the top. It is lonely at the top. I was in Hong Kong. My ex-husband was at the top of his career. And one day I drove down to Oceanside, the shopping mall on the water, and I came back to our townhouse on the peak. My master bedroom was on the 5th floor. Went up to the 5th floor. I looked down at the harbor, and I just started crying. It was just an incredible, lonely, empty moment, and I thought, what is the matter with me? This should be the point in my life. We've worked so hard, and we're doing so well, and the kids are doing well, but it was just like a very lonely moment. And I think from that moment came the inspiration to start the Giving Back Foundation. Wow. Because that evening I went down and I told my ex-husband, I said, I need to do more. I need to do more with my life. This is just like not enough. So we started the Giving Back Foundation, where I started reaching out first to women and children who needed education. We were giving educational grants. We started supporting the St. Michael's School that my mother had been actually supporting for many years before, and then went on to be a platform for positive dialogue and debate, kind of inspired by my daughter Kiran, who felt like people needed platforms. And then during COVID, everything evolves. We have evolved as an organization. I've evolved as a human. So during COVID, we added the mental wellness component. So that really is the journey of the Giving Back Foundation.
But when we attempt to do inspirational things, there are always a lot of challenges that we face. So what are the challenges that you, founder of the Giving Back Foundation, and how did you overcome them?
Well, I think the challenge I'm facing as the founder of Giving Back Foundation currently, it's a more personal challenge, because while many people reach out to us and it's relatively easy for me to identify causes, align myself with causes, show up for other people's causes, help other people raise money, do our own work, raising money from people is quite difficult, because people say, you have money, you want to do charity, why should we write you a check? So that's a little bit of a challenge. However, we are coming out with an incredible line of luxury fragrances, body bath gel, an incredible candle, And the idea was always to donate a portion of the proceeds to Giving Back Foundation. Okay. So I think that I've also found a solution for that. I've had super great interns, volunteers, super great projects to align myself with. We've worked with some incredible people in the world, like the Hillary Clinton Leadership Program. Yeah. We've worked with the Eleanor Roosevelt Girls Program. We've worked with Bono in his One program. We've worked with Kerry Kennedy and the Robert F. Kennedy Foundation. We've worked with Sherry Blair's Women Empowerment, Asha Dan, Mother Teresa's Asha Dan. So I think for a small organization, the depth and breadth of our work has been pretty astounding.
Let's talk something about your new book launching in, which is the 3 Tips.
I'm very excited about my new book called 3 Tips, The Essentials for Peace, Joy, and Success. Because I think that even though it's a very simple book, there are many lessons I've learned along the way, and I've had the opportunity to talk to so many inspirational people. I followed Paramhansa Yogananda. I listened to Sadhguru. Of course, I read the Bible voraciously. I followed Krishnamurti. I followed Osho. I think there's not a spiritual powerhead of this century, the last century, or prior centuries that I haven't read voraciously about. Wow. So I felt it was time to put it into bite-sized information, short, because no one has time to sit and read the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible. And I must say that it's been received with a lot of success, and it's doing extremely well.
Tell us something about your future projects. What are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to writing more? Are you looking forward? We know that you're starting with a podcast really soon. So what are the new projects that you're working on?
Right now, we are rewriting for the podcast. So I feel like I'm going back into the book, but I think I'm taking the podcast to a deeper level. Okay. The podcast will be out soon, and I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be awesome. I plan to launch the fragrance this year. Okay. I think when you launch a new product line like that, it's got to be a total focus. So I feel for the next year, if I launch at the end of May, my focus for a year to be a very, very, we'll have launches, we'll look for digital marketing, we'll have to work, on our social media, our distribution, personal appearances. But I feel excited about it because it's more about taking people on that journey with me, changing lives. And I think it'll be a stellar vehicle to do it because it's a solid project with deep pockets. So I think that real change can be affected through it. So with your good wishes and the good wishes of all your readers, because your listeners, because I'm expecting all of you to buy the product and walk this journey with us.
Absolutely. So our good wishes and all the love are always with you, Meera. This is a very, very special question I'm going to ask you. Is your message for the women of India?
My message to the women of India is that each one of you is a powerhead. Don't forget how much divinity is within you, and each one of you can move mountains. Absolutely. In any moment, you can move mountains. We only have to look to history to see how one person has changed the trajectory of history, whether it's a Mahatma Gandhi who started the Quit India Nonviolence movement, which actually got the British to give India independence, whether it's Fela Kuti, whose music inspired freedom, or one millennial who decided that, oh my God, I want to disrupt, and now disrupt has become a way of life. So in any moment, we can be the power to affect lasting change. So let's not forget our power and let's not give it away.
Absolutely. Such a beautiful thought. So we want to know, when are we going to see Meera in India next?
God, I actually just got a call from Bharat Gaurav Awards asking me when I was going to be in Jaipur next. So it's definitely India calling. My next plans are I will be in Dubai and Thailand and Turkey promoting my book in May. June, July, August, September, October, November, I plan to be here because I'm going to work on my book. So I think the earliest I would be in India will be December, early December. Okay. And I'm actually probably going to do something with the Society Achiever Awards in early December. So I'll be in India then.
Oh, sounds exciting. And we are absolutely looking forward to meet you. And thank you so much for your time. An honor to have you on Women Icons of India. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Rupali. Have a blessed day, and thank you for having me on your podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
God bless you. Bye bye.